What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and somebody was telling this Cub fan that who predicted the Cubs would go to the World Series at the beginning of the season. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. Now, they were telling me I forgot to do a prediction video for Gennady Golovkin versus David Lemieux. Um, I think that the fight, David Lemieux will get stopped within 6 rounds. He's been stopped before. It's on his mind. I thought you guys watched Rope Dope Radio. I did a prediction all on the show. Um, but yeah, he gets stopped within 6 rounds. Will he catch Golovkin with that left hook? Absolutely. Will it have an effect? I don't know. Depends on what kind of juice he's on. I'm just kidding. I don't know what he's on. But I heard they're doing some testing. I haven't heard nothing else about the testing. So that's my concern going into the fight. And is Lemieux a more experienced boxer? Yes, he's a better boxer, I think, than Gennady Golovkin. Uh, he's going to need both hands. He's going to need to push him back. Will he do it? I have no confidence that he will. I think that fatigue is starting to set in. He's going to probably try to fight in spots, and Gennady Golovkin won't let him. So that's the fight. And Roman Gonzalez. Anybody who buy that pay-per-view, watch Roman Gonzalez. You know, that's going to be a fight. Him and Brian Valora. Now, this is what I don't get. Golovkin's getting $2 million. David Lemieux ain't even making ain't making $500,000. I think he's getting like $200,000 for the fight. People making more of that on PBC. And y'all like PPZ is failing. This is a pay-per-view. And these people are making that. You might as well fight on HBO. Hey, I'll been up in arms about this for a minute. If the fight's here now, it's nothing enough to argue about. But for prices of $2 million and $200,000, who making the money? Them or the fighters? I would say them. Put it on pay-per-view. Just to try. Of course, $300,000 to be a. If we get over 200,000 or 300,000 homes, that would do wonderful. This would be a great pay-per-view for Golovkin if we are to do those numbers. Yeah, because you paying him $2 million, dummy. Yeah, 200, 300,000. Yeah, that's a success. When you paying somebody less than $3 million, shoot, PBC, that's a commercial. Oh my goodness. Oh my! I saw those salary prices and said, "My goodness!" But he's this big mega star. Yet he's fighting for $2 million. Andre Ward made more money than that. Everybody's making more money than Golovkin. Kovalev just made what? His last fight? Kovalev fought for $1 million. Guess what Stevenson's making? Okay then. Y'all already know. Don't even put Superman in the category. He made more money than both of them dudes put together. So if I'm them, I'll be like, why am I not signed to Al Heyman? Maybe I need to be on PBC. I need to do something because they getting paid. You making what damn near the undercard making. $2 million. That goes to show you that I'm not bashing the fight. The fight is a good fight to be made. But is it a good fight to be on pay-per-view? Absolutely not. It's not big enough for pay-per-view. And the salaries dictate that. If somebody on the salary purse ain't making $10 million, what the hell are you doing? $5 million, $10 million. Ain't nobody even making that. And it's a pay-per-view. That's like Canelo and Laura. This should have been a pay-per-view. So I ain't gonna make this an HBO thing. It's just a shouldn't have been on pay-per-view thing. It's more of a Golden Boy thing. They should have not had this fight on pay-per-view. Just like they shouldn't have had Canelo on pay-per-view. They force it down your throat. Canelo and Laura should have been on Showtime. Period. It's not a pay-per-view fight. I said it then, I'm saying it now. Not a pay-per-view fight. Canelo wasn't a big star as they thought he was. He's a good draw with his people in Mexico. That's it. Good fighter though. But no. Now this video then went way past what I was supposed to do. Golovkin has too many flaws when he fights. It's not hating on Golovkin for all you new dummies that come on the website. You hate on Gennady! Gennady Golovkin. Okay. Triple G. I liked him in the Olympics, and I liked him when he was coming up. I have no problems with him besides the fact I just want to see him tested. If he's clean, cool. But he has a lot of flaws based on the fact that he's powerful. And he's able to take shots and walk through. That's not what you're going to want from your champion fighter when you fight bigger fighters. My thing with Gennady Golovkin is this. The way they promote him, the way they use him, the way they try to make him look like he's this devastating machine with no one to challenge or fight him. Gennady Golovkin has been called out by Demetrius Andrade, Erislandre Lara, even has been called out by Andre Ward, and they come up with every excuse in the world not to take those fights. Then he says Gennady Golovkin will fight all these guys at 168, but Andre Ward, he won't. Andre Ward got to come to like 164. Why? Why would Andre Ward have to do that? But you're willing to fight these other fighters at 168. I'm calling bullshit. So, with that being said, let me also say this. Thank you for liking the truth behind the hip-hop videos and all that. I'm going to have another playlist just for the sports videos. Because I got just as many sports stories as I do hip-hop stories. For those who know me, automatically know that. So, yeah. It's a lot of them. Basketball. I've been around basketball, baseball, football, hockey. Know them all. I live around players. So, yeah. A lot of stuff has went down in sports. The sports is worse than hip-hop. I swear they are. They run parallel to each other because they all end up hanging out together. Like NBA basketball players. They kick it in Vegas. They got money. They young. They do stupid stuff all the time. And we have plenty of stories. Some we will never be able to tell. Never be able to tell. But you'll be wondering like, yeah! And the next one I'll probably do, and I think I am going to do, is on my boy Chris Mills. So, Chris Mills, that'll be coming up next. And my hip-hop top fives, I'm going to knock those out too. I'm going to do some of those. We're going to get, I ain't forgot that playlist. We got a lot of playlists and stuff coming out to keep y'all entertained. I enjoy doing it as long as y'all enjoy seeing it done. We can just keep mashing them out. So, what else is new? Oh yeah, I was catching a lot of heat over it. I knew I was going to catch some heat, but it wasn't as much as I thought for the Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas thing. Well, it really didn't go that far. But, because I haven't sent it to the league or or tagged it or anything. Everybody else has just been going off just word of, did you see this video? Did you see this video? So we just been going through that motion. And so far, most of the people agreed. You know, most of them from Detroit, but they understood because they saw it. Like, yeah, you right about that, and you right about the league. So I will be addressing other issues in the league than other things that you probably didn't know. You thought the commissioner, David Stern, was in charge of everything. And a lot of people think I hate Michael Jordan, even though he's a scumbag. It's okay. I like scumbags. He's a scumbag. It's cool. I got a lot of friends that's scumbags. You probably got a friend. You like him. He's cool to hang out with, but he's a scumbag. Michael Jordan was just a scumbag. That's just all it was. He's a scumbag. He's cool. It's just that sometimes he's going to do some scumbag-nish. You know, and that's just Mike. But he was great on the court. Nothing stopped him on the court. He was great offensive threat. But he was a scumbag. Things he was doing on the court was scumbagish. So I'm just telling you the truth. But now people know. Remember, I was saying this back in the 90s when it was be like Mike, and people would, are you crazy? You dare say something? When the Bulls won the championship, I had an entire neighborhood come to my house to try to rub it in. They was chasing me all throughout the neighborhood. Drew is the one leading the charge. He the one started it. I couldn't come home at nighttime. They had chased me out of my house. How they come in my house and get me out? So they first won the first championship against the Lakers. And my goodness, that's all you can hear. People going crazy and everybody looking for me. An entire neighborhood looking for me. Jeez, because I took that Piston flag and I repped it hard. And I let the world know I would not be swayed because I already knew who the best basketball player in the world was, and that's Isaiah Lord Thomas III. And there's no way you could fool me with any of this garbage and paint somebody else up there and put them on the Wheaties box. I don't care who you put on that Wheaties box. I watch the games. You ain't gonna fool me. So I know who the best. Then you can't brainwash me with that. I watch the games. So I know who's the best. I know what they can do. I know a leader. I know who can take a team and make them better and who's really the most valuable player on the team. And for all y'all who think Michael Jordan was the greatest player ever and you based it on statistics and say, well, look at Isaiah's stats and look at Michael Jordan's stats, right? Okay. If that's how you want to play it, put Michael Jordan's stats up against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Put his stats up against Karl Malone's. Put his stats up. Michael Jordan is not number one in any category. So what did you use to determine that he's number one? It couldn't be stats. Because if it was, he wouldn't be number one. But you still would say Michael Jordan's the best player in the world, right? Why would you say that? Most people didn't even see him play. You got 22-year-olds talking about Michael Jordan was the baddest thing ever, man. How would you know? Did you go back and watch the games? Did you even watch basketball? When he won the titles, how old were you? The Bulls ain't won a title in almost 20 years. And this is when they won. So you remember Wizards Mike. And you was probably, what, 3, 4? But they tell you Michael Jordan is the best because they sell it to you. That he was the greatest player of all time. Michael Jordan, I guarantee you right now, Michael Jordan wasn't a better player than Larry Bird. I know that for a fact. He was not a better player than Larry Bird. And when I say basketball player, that means basketball IQ, everything, passing, assists, game time situations. No way. Larry Bird was twice the player he was. Oscar Robertson was better than Michael Jordan. Isaiah Thomas already said that. Better than Michael Jordan. You got a lot of players that you could put ahead of Michael Jordan. I thought Bill Russell was a better player than Michael Jordan. Or close. They're close. Kobe Bryant, I would choose. It's close with Kobe and Michael. The only reason I would choose Kobe Bryant over Michael Jordan is the long distance shooting. More range. Other than that, Kobe got him in every fashion. Every fashion Kobe got him in. Can take over a game. Now, I'm not saying Michael Jordan is garbage. Michael Jordan's in the top 10 greatest players of all time. Period. He is top 10. Without a doubt, I think he is top 10, one of the greatest players to ever play the game. So he's in the top 10. But people will scream up and down because they say why he's not my number one. I got him ahead of Magic Johnson. A lot of people got Magic Johnson up there. Magic Johnson was great. But Magic Johnson wasn't better than Michael Jordan. I'll tell you that right now. And he definitely wasn't better than Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson is number 2 on my list. Is Isaiah Thomas, Oscar Robertson. 2 of the best players. Wilt Chamberlain's not even in my top 10. But I have Bill Russell ahead of him. Allen Iverson is in the top 10 as well. Shaquille O'Neal is not. And anybody else can put him up there if they want to. They won't get it from me. So this video went to a whole nother realm because y'all got me thinking about that and got me thinking about these players. You could argue Dominique Wilkins, but the only reason I would put all those players over Dominique Wilkins was because when it was time to win a game, he didn't know how to do it. He didn't know how to make his teammates better. He didn't know how. He couldn't. He was a great offensive player, but he never learned how to make the team better. And that hurt him in the long run. That hurt Dominique. But offensively, he couldn't be stopped. But he didn't know how to get everyone else involved and sell out into the program where they can all be great. That's what Michael learned to do in his later years. In the 90s, 91, 92, 93. During those times, Michael was investing time into, instead of fighting it, and what Doug was trying to get him to do, he was learning the game. Like really, really learning the game. And saying, oh,